Today I'm going to be playing some self-mill Reno Kazakus Jiraxis Sentinel Warlock. So of course if you're milling yourself, you need multiple win conditions, because sometimes you play Altar of Fire and you burn your Niru. So in that case you want to be able to fall back on Jiraxis, or fall back on Kazakus, or even fall back on Ajaran Sentinel, which doesn't seem like a win condition, but it actually is when you can combine it with Tamsin's Phylactery and Tamsin Roam. So you can just put a bunch of Sunken Sentinels on the bottom of your deck, and if you happen to have Niru online, then you can very reliably hit 6 things on the Tamsin's Phylactery. Or you can just scrape together some other minions and get a handful of them, which also works. I've got 5 dragons, including 2 amalgams to enable Kazakusan, and then just a bunch of early game survival stuff to hopefully get there. So far, the performance of this deck has not been great, but the games where it worked, it was pretty fun.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan. Mine is the only way. Your soul shall be mine.
Up against Warlock. Not sure how to feel about that. Could just keep the amalgam to enable Kazakusan. Sure. I also probably should have just kept Mistress. Not because I need the healing, but because it's a 1 mana 2/2. I'm assuming I'm up against the Curse of Agony deck, which is probably not a good matchup for me. Unless I can just mill their Curses of Agony, I guess. That's possible. Tap up to 10. And I guess we just shoot that. And heal almost all the way back up to 30.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Twilight Drake has a pretty good matchup into School Teacher. I guess we just play the Sentinel. The Sentinel plus Phylactery combo is potentially good in this matchup if they're trying to mill me. Just add cards to my deck is pretty good. That's a pretty good matchup for the Sentinel. Probably a Coil? A Touch. Sure, they would have overdrawn with Coil. Alright, so with this amalgam, I actually have everything I need for Kazakusan. Not sure if that'll end up mattering, but let's go ahead and play it. Azure Drake seems the most playable of these. Wish I had gotten Twilight Drake the first time. Let's just do this, I guess. I could touch my Mistress, but I don't think I need to do that. Pretty happy just having a bunch of stuff in play. Sure. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I was thinking about if all those stayed up, maybe I would just go like Tamsin Phylactery. But I'm fine with that not happening as well, I guess. Whatever, I'm just dumping cards, so I'm allowed to tap. I don't know if I even want to be tapping with this matchup, but my hand was kind of stinky.
I you gonna clean that up?
Picked up Niru, which is nice. 9 cards in hand. If I play Dreadlich Tamsin, I'm definitely going to overdraw. She might still be worth it, though. I mean, my deck is built with the intent of overdrawing a little bit, right? And sometimes I hit Mistress.
No. Trust me.
Hey, my Reno is active. I don't have my Reno, but if I did, it would be active. Jiraxis is a fun pickup. I'm always happy to just burn some cards. I'd love to see a Curse of Agony from my opponent. Their hero card's not bad. I think that went okay for me. Could Drain Soul to dump a card here, but I think I'm fine. I also could just keep 10 cards in my hand so I don't get cursed. That's definitely like a very real thing I could do.
Blood is my currency. Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
Is it gonna be a Murloc? I guess it could be Mutanus. That's pretty much the only one it would ever be, though. So I kind of want to go Tamsin, Zola, Phylactery, because that seems kind of hype. I don't really super deal with the board, but I also don't really need to. It does basically shut off my Niru, though, which is kind of whack. But I've still got Kazakus in deck. I've got Jiraxis. This seems hype. I'm just Sentinel'd out of my mind right now. I am overdrawing. But that's okay. I don't think I need Kazakusan. Probably another entitled customer. Okay, they lost a Curse of Agony. I'm happy with that. Alright, I'm still getting double Curse of Agonied. I guess all these Sentinels go on the bottom of my deck, right? So they don't really help that much against Curse of Agony. But having 10 cards in hand helps. Do I just not play anything? Like, is that something I can do? I could also just Soul Rend the shit out of my deck. I have 12 cards. Can burn 7 of them. Could go Tamsin, Bristleback, and burn even more. Burn 9. When did my last thing die? It was before they played Curses, so I don't really know where they are in relation to the Sunken Sentinels. I'm not certain that this is smart. So next turn I just draw 3 fatigue cards, and then I have 6 Sunken Sentinels in a row. Most of these decks play like Bran plus the other curses, don't they? But they can't really do a whole lot with that. Maybe not though, because they only have 4 cards left and they haven't used any of the other curses on me. I could tap, but like why? I think my opponent just got out-fatigued, yeah. Soul Rend kind of sick against Curse of Agony. Also, they burned a Curse of Agony with Altar of Fire.
The Legion's rage pales before mine. Your soul shall be mine.
Probably keep Soul Rend, right? Insane against Drekthar.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Well, pretty good hand, honestly. If I'm behind, I have Soul Rend. If I'm ahead or even, I have Twilight Drake. The Phylactery's not great, but otherwise it's good. Life tap. Well, they used their coin, so I don't think I'm ever playing Soul Rend on 4.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Pretty far away for old Bristleback here.
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
That's a lot of stuff in play. Maybe I do Soul Rend and just hope they don't have Drekthar.
Strike now.
Well, not that I was expecting it to be, but Kazakhstan is definitely not going to be active this game now. But Bristleback is getting pretty close.
Each scar,
Alright, no Drekthar. Love to see it.
strike now.
Definitely don't think I need to Soul Rend 1/1s.
My blood boils for war.
I see.
I'm kind of scared to tap. I guess I do have a Reno in my deck still. Bristleback is active next turn. So it's either Bristleback, Drain Soul, or Bristleback plus Phylactery for Mistress of Mixtures.
Put your dukes up, small fry.
Wasn't really expecting them to kill my Twilight Drake when I was making that either or. Might still be worth the Phylactery.
Blood is my currency.
4 mana heal for 4. How can you not love it? Oh yeah, and it does actually add the Mistress to my hand. I always forget about that part of Phylactery. Quite happy to have Gigafin here. Should be hard for Demon Hunter to deal with the 7/4. I actually don't know what they could do other than like double Predation, which they've already played one. Predation Puffer Fist, I guess. Oh, actually that just straight up does it. Yep, Fell Barrage is a good answer. But I still end up trading with one of these, which is reasonable. Clean it up with Drain Soul Mortal Coil.
His prison, and I the jailer.
That is a beautiful draw. We'll go ahead and start with the Coil card. I think I'm probably tapping here. Wish I had just drawn that this turn. So if I really need the healing, I can... Well, I guess I can just use Tamsin to kill Mistress. I was gonna say Azure Drake plus Mortal Coil. Looking like an easy Dreadlich Tamsin. And then I think I just win. What do I do with the rest of this turn? The rest of this turn kind of sucks, actually. Maybe I don't make this trade so I can bristle back this. And then I end the turn at what? 30?
I'm almost out of cards. Who stole all my cards?
I guess I am taking 1 fatigue damage, so more like I'm at 29 here. Do I even want to play Niru? Kind of blocks my Reno, doesn't it? It's probably fine. If I need to, I can open up a board slot with Drain Soul. I really doubt that I'll need to Zola my Reno this game.
His prison, and I the jailer.
We'll play Jiraxis for fun. I actually didn't even register that I was this close to lethal. But I guess Jiraxis was the most lethal thing I could do.
There is no measure to my fury.
Well, I think I feel pretty good about winning this matchup without even having to play Reno.